How do you become completely unstoppable? Not by being louder, not by being more aggressive, not by fighting harder, by stopping. Specifically, by stopping one thing that is quietly destroying your power every single day: your reactions. Every time you react to an insult, to a provocation, to someone's opinion of you, to a situation that did not go your way, you hand over the one thing that nobody can ever take from you unless you give it away: your control. And the moment someone else controls your emotions, they control you. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to stop reacting and become the kind of person that nothing and no one can disturb. Let's start with why you react in the first place. Your brain has a built-in threat detection system called the amygdala. It was designed millions of years ago to protect you from physical danger. A predator approaches, your amygdala fires. You react instantly: fight, flee, or freeze. The problem is that your amygdala cannot tell the difference between a lion charging at you and a text message from someone who disrespected you. To your brain, both are threats. Both trigger the same chemical response. Cortisol floods your system. Adrenaline spikes. And before your rational mind has even had a chance to process what happened, you have already reacted. Said something you cannot take back. Sent a message you immediately regret. Made a decision from emotion that your logic would never have approved. This is called an amygdala hijack, and it is happening to you multiple times every single day. The good news is this: you can rewire it, not by suppressing your emotions, not by becoming cold or robotic, but by creating space between the trigger and your response. That space is where your power lives. Here is how to build it. Step 1. Understand what your triggers actually are. You cannot manage what you cannot see. Most people react without ever asking why they reacted. The next time something triggers you, before you respond, ask yourself one question: why did that bother me? Not how it bothered you. Why? Was it because it touched an insecurity? Because it challenged your sense of identity? Because it reminded you of something you have not yet resolved? The trigger is never really about the thing that triggered you. It is always about something deeper. And when you understand what that deeper thing is, the trigger loses most of its power over you, because you can only be controlled by what you do not understand about yourself. Step 2. Create the pause. Between every trigger and every response, there is a gap. Most people's gap is 0. Stimulus arrives, reaction fires, damage done. The most unshakable people in the world have learned to stretch that gap. Here is the simplest way to do it. The next time you feel a reaction rising, count to 5 before you do anything. Not to calm down, not to think of the perfect response, just to create space. 5 seconds of space is enough for your rational mind to catch up with your emotional one. 5 seconds is the difference between a response you chose and a reaction you regret. Practice this in small moments first. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Count to 5. Someone says something slightly irritating. Count to 5. Someone questions a decision you made. Count to 5. Small triggers, small pauses, until the pause becomes automatic, until the space becomes your default. And then, when the big moments come, the ones that used to destroy your peace completely, the pause will already be there, already built, already waiting. Step 3. Ask yourself if it will matter in 5 years. This single question has the power to dissolve 90% of the things you currently react to. Someone talked badly about you. Will it matter in 5 years? You lost an argument. Will it matter in 5 years? Someone did not respond to your message. Will it matter in 5 years? In almost every case, the answer is no. And if the answer is no, the reaction is not worth the energy it costs. Your energy is finite. Every reaction drains it. Every unnecessary reaction wastes it on something that will not matter tomorrow, let alone in 5 years. Start treating your energy like money. You would not spend 1,000 rupees on something completely worthless. Stop spending your peace on reactions that cost you everything and give you nothing in return. Step 4. Understand that your reaction is always someone else's victory. This is the reframe that changes everything. When someone provokes you, deliberately or not, they are looking for something, a reaction. Your anger confirms they affected you. Your silence confirms nothing. Every single time you react to a provocation, you give the other person exactly what they were looking for. You tell them their words have power over you. You tell them they can reach inside your emotional world and rearrange things without your permission. And once they know that, they will do it again and again and again. But the moment you stop reacting, something shifts. They lose the tool. They push and nothing moves. They provoke and nothing fires. They try to reach inside and find nothing to grab onto. And people cannot control what they cannot move. The most powerful message you will ever send to someone who is trying to destabilize you is complete, total, absolute stillness. Not forced, not performed. Genuine stillness that comes from knowing exactly who you are and refusing to let anyone else's behavior have the final word on that. Step 5. Respond from values, not emotions. Emotions change constantly. What you feel right now is not what you will feel in an hour. What feels catastrophic tonight often feels manageable in the morning, but your values, your actual deeply held beliefs about who you are and how you choose to behave, those are stable. The most unshakable people do not respond from how they feel. They respond from who they are. They ask not, how do I feel about this? But what does the person I am working to become do in this situation? And then they do that, regardless of how they feel, regardless of how unfair the situation is, regardless of whether anyone is watching. Because character is not what you do when it is easy. It is what you do when everything inside you is screaming to react. Step 6. Build a life so full that reactions become impossible. Here is the final truth about reactive people. They react because they have space to. When your life is empty, when you are not building anything, not working toward anything, not so consumed by your own growth that you barely notice what is happening around you. Other people's behavior fills that empty space automatically. Their opinions matter more because you have not given yourself something more important to think about. Their provocations land harder because you are not absorbed in something that actually matters. The busiest, most purposeful people you know are almost never the most reactive. Not because they have better emotional control, but because they genuinely do not have the bandwidth to be disturbed by things that do not serve them. Build that life. Build something so compelling, so consuming, so genuinely important to you, that the things that used to trigger you simply stop registering. Not because you suppressed them, because you outgrew them. This is how you stop reacting. Not through willpower alone, not through meditation alone, not through any single technique, but through becoming someone whose inner world is so full, so settled, so completely their own, that the outer world simply loses its power to disturb it. The day you stop reacting is not the day you become cold. It is the day you become free. Free from other people's moods, free from other people's opinions, free from the exhausting cycle of being moved by everything and owning nothing. That freedom, quiet, unshakable, completely yours, is the most unstoppable force a human being can possess. Stop reacting. Start choosing. And watch how differently the world treats someone who cannot be moved.